Let's check in with that forecast now. A lot of weather headlines to get to, I feel like.
Yeah, there's a lot going to happen in the next couple of days. We're going to see the fog, the drizzle, the mist that we had today kind of with us for the overnight hours. Warm and humid tomorrow, but this is the big story next week. There are some significant changes. As dry as it's been for the last 7 days, we're going to flip the script next week. Now, the fog, the drizzle, and the mist we saw in spots of the area this morning, that's going to come back tonight. These cool nights, remember, the nighttime hours are lasting longer than daytime. So even when it's warm during the day, you still can cool the surface down enough with this warm, humid air to produce some low clouds fog. But we are all experiencing a very warm end of September into October. Most of the United States, continental U.S. at least, really basking under some really late summer heat. And what's going to happen overnight hours as the air temperature cools down to the surface, we're going to see those low clouds form. They will mix out in the afternoon, so we'll see the sun come out, but then they reform at night all the way until possibly Sunday as we start to see more of a southerly wind develop ahead of this cold front. Now this weekend, we're likely going to see some really good color in the highest elevations of the mountains. We've got moderate color, but some of these areas, especially in southwestern North Carolina, could see high to maybe even near peak color above 5,800 feet. We're still in the moderate to low range in most other areas, but we're going to see this accelerate over the next couple of weeks. The highest peaks right now are in moderate to high, but the lower color starting to work its way down in elevation. So a great stop this weekend would be the Blue Ridge Parkway, which is roughly, depending on what part you're on, is right around 3,500 feet or so. You're going to be looking up at color down in the valleys, still pretty green, but over the next couple of weekends, that will change. Now, we're going to see some changes next week as well. There's going to be some rain. We don't want to see wind with this to knock those leaves off the trees, but starting really on Monday, notice the rain chances starting to go up into Tuesday and Wednesday. This is going to set the stage for a pretty soggy pattern next week. The reason why, a cold front is going to approach, but it's not going to come blasting through here. It's going to get to the Carolinas, put the brakes on, and it's going to sit there. High pressure off the East Coast. Remember, it's like a big cog, so it's got that clockwise flow. It's going to push that moisture into the front, and we're going to see several days of showers and rain all the way possibly until next weekend. Now remember, big weekend next weekend at a home football game with the Panthers. We've also got the Roval 400, so we want to clear that out in time for all those outdoor events next week. But over the next 7 days, you're going to see potentially some heavier rain, especially in the southeastern facing slopes. So 1 to 3 inches possible now over our area after we've had a nice dry 7-day period. Tomorrow, expect the clouds to be around in the morning, but a very mild day. We're not going to see really cool nighttime temperatures, and the afternoons are going to be a little cooler because of the cloud cover, but still above average. Remember, the average high now is in the upper 70s. Morning low should be in the upper 50s. We won't be near that until maybe next week. Look at all this rain in the forecast Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, even into the start of the weekend, but beginning to dry out by Saturday and Sunday.
And we sure do need that rain too. Thank you, Brad.